Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are back and better than ever. We are going to be applying our knowledge of linear equations to solve problems, and I've got 4 examples, I think, for you. Let's get going. A professional house cleaning service charges a base fee of $20 plus $32.50 per hour to clean the Munoz's house. If the Munoz total bill for house cleaning services from this company was $117.50 before taxes, how many hours did it take to clean the house? All right, well, let's think about that. If you don't know where to start with a word problem, always start by letting a variable, so let's let n equal what it is or represent what you're being asked to find. So I'm going to let n equal number of hours. And I'm not going to write to clean the house because we know that's what we're talking about. Let n equal number of hours. Well, then we think about what they said there. The total cost equals the base costs plus the hourly charge, the total charge for the hours. Okay. Well, we know the total cost. They give that to us as $117.50. We know the base is 20. And we know the hourly charge is, let's see, $32.50 per hour. So that's 32.5. I don't need the 0. Per hour, well, n is number of hours, so that is 32.5 times n. So then we have a very simple equation to solve here. Subtract 20, you get 97.50. That's going to equal 32.5 n. Divide both sides by 32.5, easy peasy pumpkin pie, and we get n equal to 3. So it took 3 hours to clean. I can't even draw a big circle. Let me try it again. That's better. To clean the Munoz's house. Munoz. All right, next. Mark IV Construction Company purchased 100 acres of land to be split into 3 parcels of land on which to build houses. One parcel of land will be 3 times as large as each of the other 2. How many acres of land will each parcel contain? All right, so we have 3 parcels of land. We have the first one, we have the second one, and we have the third one. Okay? And I am going to let x be the first parcel. And I know one is exactly the same because we compare to the other 2. So I'm going to let x be the second parcel. And then the other parcel is 3 times as large as each of the other 2. So this is going to be 3x. And this is going to be acres per parcel. Okay? Well, we have 100 acres. So that means if I add these, that must add up to 100. So x plus 3x must be equal to 100. X plus x, that's 5x, equals 100. I'm going to divide both sides by 5, and I get x equals to 20. Now, a big mistake folks makes is once they solve for a variable, they forget to see if they answered the question. The question isn't what does x equal, it's how many acres of land will each parcel contain. Well, x equals 20. Well, that means the first parcel has 20 acres because x equals 20. The second parcel has 20 acres because x equals 20. And the third parcel has 3 times 20, or 60 acres. And we can do a quick check because 20 plus 20 plus 60 had better add up to 100, which it does. So that's a nice little check we can do there. All right, third example. Dr. Christine Seidel, a veterinarian, wants to fence in a large rectangular region in the yard behind her office. I hear rectangular region, and the first thing that I am going to do always is to draw a rectangle. I'm just going to do it. I know it's going to help me. That's not a rectangle though, that's a square. So let's find the rectangle. Oh, there it is. I got the square thing. Okay, so here's the rectangle. Okay, party on. All right. For exercising dogs that are boarded overnight, she has 130 feet of fencing. So if I added up all this fence, the length of all this fence, it would be 130 feet to use for the perimeter of the region. So I know perimeter equals 130. I like to write stuff down. What should the dimensions of the region be if she wants the length to be 15 feet greater than the width? So we're going to have a length, we're going to have a width, we're talking about perimeter. Remember, if this is the length, this is also the length and the width, so this is the width. And one formula we can use for perimeter is 2L plus 2W. Okay. So back here, what should the dimensions of the region be if she wants the length to be 15 feet greater than the width? So what we've got here is something that's the length is depending on the width. So if the length is 15 greater than the width, doesn't the length equal W plus 15? And I don't have to write it down here, but I'm going to. I don't know why. I just did. I don't have to. Length equals W plus 15. That's so important because right now I have two variables over here and only one equation. And I can only, if I have one equation, I can only solve it with one variable. And now I just need to substitute. P equals 130, so I'm going to replace P with 130 equals 2 times L. Now I'm not going to put L, I'm going to keep it in terms of W. Since L equals W plus 15, I am going to substitute W plus 15 for L plus 2W, which is cool because now my only variable is W. 130 equals distributive property, 2 times W, 2W, 2 times 15, 30. Don't forget about this lonely 2W over here. So now I have 130 equals 4W plus 30. I'm going to subtract 30 from both sides, and I'm going to get 100 equals 4W. I'm going to divide both sides by 4, and I get 25 equals W. So don't forget, they ask you for the dimensions. Well, the width is 25 feet, and the length is equal to W plus 15, so that's 25 plus 15, 25t, that should be 25 feet, sorry, 25, 30, so that's 40 feet, and we have given the dimensions. But if we want to check, we can say, okay, 25, 25 for the width, 40, 40 for the lengths, and if I find the perimeter, it better add up to 130. 80 and 50 is 130. I know I am right. How awesome is that? Love mathematics. Last example, Kim Stappenbeck is selling her homemade jewelry at a craft show. I think I have some of her jewelry. Determine the cost of a necklace before tax. If the total cost of a necklace, including an 8% sales tax, is to be $34.56. Okay, so I'm not sure what to do, but what are we being asked to find? We're asked to find the cost. So I'm going to let C equal the cost. And I know that the cost plus tax is equal to the total cost. Okay? And I know the total cost is $34.56. And I know the cost is C. But what's the tax? Well, C is the cost, then the sales tax is 8% of C of the cost. Or we can't operate with decimal or with percent, so I'm going to change that to a decimal, 0.08 times C. So C plus 0.08 C has got to equal 34.56. 1C plus 0.8C is 1.08C equals 34.56. I'm going to divide by 1.08. And I get, see, I haven't been showing you the cancel. That cancels and becomes 1. And I get a cost of $32 before tax. Okay, that is it. I am out, and we will see you next time.